Good rising to my family out there. Good rising to all my family, man. Just wanted to come on and give a give a bit of encouragement, man. A couple of brothers has asked me, "Hey, man, you ain't doing lessons no more. You doing any lessons, man?" And the answer to that is nah, not right now, man. The Most High got me focusing on myself. I mean, trying to have me uh have me work on myself. You know what I mean? That we always have room for improvement in our lives. You know what I mean? Whether it be within our families, within ourselves, within our spiritual walk, you know what I mean, within our mental state, you know what I mean, whatever the case may be, we all have room for improvement in our lives. You know what I mean? And sometimes, you know what I mean, the Most High just wants us to be quiet. You know what I mean? Get off the air and read. Read, you know what I mean, do research to further your understanding, further your knowledge, your understanding of the Most High's word and how we're supposed to operate. But yo, it doesn't only stop at that. It doesn't only stop at that because there's no point of us knowing all this knowledge, knowing all this understanding, knowing, you know what I mean, the things that we're not supposed to be doing if we're not applying it to our lives. There's no point of us knowing, you know what I mean, that Christmas is pagan, Thanksgiving is a pagan holiday. You know what I mean? That we are the Israelites. You know what I mean? That we're Naphtali. There's no point of all that. There's no point of us knowing that we're Israelites. There's no point of us knowing that we got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments if we're not doing it. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? We need to apply it for ourselves. So the Most High got me and my family working on ourselves. You know what I mean? And that's just the point in the season that we're at right now, where we have to put that aside. You know what I mean? And study up, and try to apply it. Really try to apply it because none of us are perfect. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect. Never claimed to be. Never said I was perfect. But right now, you know what I mean? There's that time for improvement. It's that time where we gotta study to show ourselves approved. And I know some brothers and sisters out there, you know what I mean? They rely on certain people in order for them to be in order for them to be fed spiritually, in order for them to get some understanding and knowledge. But you can obtain that knowledge and understanding from the Most High Himself through His Holy Spirit if you ask and you seek out. Now I understand that there comes a time where, you know, if there's a time in the season for that, to where we get fed and we're being taught by other brothers and sisters that have more knowledge of the word, and that's cool. That's cool, but you can't stay there. We can't stay there and only focus on other brothers and sisters to teach you something. Because there's a lot of smooth talkers out there. Like it says in the word, there's a lot of smooth talkers out there. There's a lot of people that know how to teach the word and it sound good and it sound real good. But little do we know that they're manipulating it to fit their agenda, that they're manipulating it to fit however they see fit, to fit whatever persona that they want. So we got to really be careful with, with, you know what I mean, staying stagnant in our faith, with staying, you know, with you trying to rely on somebody else to teach you, you know what I mean, what the Most High can teach you Himself through His Word. You know what I mean? So for my brothers and sisters out there, man, you guys read, man, research, do some research. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people get lazy. I get lazy at times too, to where I don't want to read. I don't feel like reading. You know what I mean? But we need to make it a point in order for us to read. We need to make it a point in order for us to dig into certain truth. It says in the word that certain truths are hidden. Certain things are hidden. You know what I mean? But it's the honor of kings in order to seek out a matter. So we got to seek out what's real. We got to seek out the truth. There's so much truth that the Most High is pouring out through certain brothers. There's brothers out there that's bringing out a bunch of truth. Big Judah, Brother Main, Yeshua the Unifier, Abdul Asir, Sabal. You know what I mean? There's a lot of brothers that's bringing out truth. Now, what we go wrong is where we start telling people, stop listening to this, don't listen to that, don't, listen to this brother, because we feel like they're wrong. You know what I mean? We should be able to study any and everything. And then at the end of the day, the Most High is going to be the one to give you the understanding of who is wrong and who is right. You'll feel it within your spirit. You'll feel it within your spirit. You know what I mean? But there's no point of not listening. You know what I mean? If you can listen and you get some type of understanding from it. Now, if you just don't listen because some brother or somebody told you not to listen to them, you won't even be able to decipher it for yourself. You won't even be able to break it down for yourself so you can see if it's right or wrong within your spirit. Don't be followers. Don't be sheep. You know what I mean? Even within this Hebrew Israelite movement, there are sheep. There are sheep within the Israelite movement, because you know what I mean. According to certain leaders, they don't want you to learn to learn from anybody else but them. That's a form of control that they used in the Christian church. That you don't listen to this part. You don't listen to the pastor, you're going to hell. You don't listen to whatever bishop, you're going to hell. You know what I mean? You're doomed for all eternity. They've been used that in the Christian church. You know what I mean? I don't knock anybody in the Christian church, because I know some solid brothers from the Christian church that, you know what I mean, they're good. You know what I mean? They have they're good brothers. They have their faith solid with the Most High. You know what I mean? But when we start pointing at other people, when we start looking to other people and at their faults, now we're at fault. Because the word says that we're supposed to take the plaque out of our own eye before we try to take the mote out of our brother's eye. You know what I mean? That's the blind leading the blind. You know what I mean? And we're supposed to help each other. We're supposed to build each other with his word. I've seen too many brothers trying to kill each other with the word. I admit, I was one of them. You know what I mean? I found some type of knowledge, some type of understanding, came across, Yeshaya's name, you know what I mean? And, the whole Jesus thing, you know what I mean? I was slandering people with this. I was killing people with this word. I was offending a lot of people with this word, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't bringing it out in a way that they could receive it. I was just going in with a sword and slaying them, you know what I mean? But I come to understand, and I come to know that, you know what I mean? This word is to build people up, not to break people down, not to make somebody feel bad about themselves and what they believe. It's not to do that. This word is supposed to build you up. You know what I mean? So that's the stage I'm at in my life, in my walk. I'm trying to build myself up. I'm trying to build myself up, trying to build myself so I can become stronger in my relationship with the Most High. Not only my relationship with the Most High, but the relationship that I have with my family, the relationship that I have with my wife, with my children. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, home has to be set first and foremost. Home has to be set first and foremost. You know what I mean? And that's through putting the Most High first in everything that we do. So I love all my family. You know what I mean? You guys study out there, man. You guys study for yourselves so you can see yourselves approved. You don't want to get to that day and the Most High says, "Depart from me. I don't know you and you don't know me." I wouldn't want that to happen to me. So you guys continue to study, continue to seek out his word, continue to live right, continue to live righteous, try to keep the laws and statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, and continue to seek him out in all that y'all do. May you guys all have a blessed day. You guys continue to seek the Most High, and may he continue to bless y'all in everything y'all do. Peace and blessings to all you guys. Shalom.